Lynn here in the studio. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today we're going to do some flowers, some loose flowers. I have a quarter sheet. I bought a big sheet of this polypropylene Yupo paper and I have cut it into quarters, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I have 91% isopropyl alcohol, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of that isopropyl in here. Okay, and now we're going to find something to start with. And I like to work, for the most part, I work very, I don't have anything pre-planned, let's just say that. I like to work kind of intuitively with my colors and the way I paint. So I'm just gonna put some of this bottle down. It's called Bottle. That's if I can open the bottle. It's like it's glued shut here. There we go. Let's shake it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to throw just a little bit of this green bottle color down. And just to get the painting going. And I just have a cheap Master's Touch number 16 size round. And just gonna move this green around before it sets in too much and stains. Okay. There is some staining that happened already, but there'll be a lot of other pigments that are going to go on top of this. A lot of layering will happen. I'm just trying to get the painting going. Okay, so we have Bottle down. What's this one? Rainforest. Let's put a little rainforest down. I'm going to use a little bit different brush. Ooh, this one was really dirty. Didn't realize it was dirty. Now I'm going to get a little painterly with my brush. If I get quiet on you, it's because I'm trying to think through the process. So right now I'm just I'm thinking that this is going to be probably flowers that are kind of hanging out in the garden. And there's grass and everything growing. Okay. So now that we got that down, the isopropyl has to dry a little bit. While it's drying, we're going to go in and try to find a fun color to use for next. Crimson. Do we want to do crimson? Okay, let's start with that. Okay, so I just keep painting until I start seeing something. And if it doesn't look good, we erase and we keep working, okay? So there's a lot of this, what I like to call push-pull. So it's just part of the process. Sometimes we have to remove things we don't like. I just have some toilet paper here. What I need to do, that I haven't done yet, I need to get my gloves on. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a unicorn here. A very colorful unicorn. And you know what would be really cool too is to get some blue down. Aquamarine is always a good one. Baja Blue, I don't know what Baja Blue is. Let's see. Baja Blue. So it feels like there's an atmospheric color, you know, so there's like the sky in the background. So let's get, I'm gonna get my bigger quill here so I can move that Baja around. I just want to fill that sky up with the blue. Let it run, let it do its thing. And now I'm just going to go in and just loosen it up with some little cells. By just splattering in the isopropyl, it's just going to break everything up. Ember, there's an ember. Crimson ember. I just like to move the pigment around and see what happens. It's getting a little muddy there. But we do want some neutral colors. So by things getting a little bit muddy, it helps neutralize the color, which is not a bad thing. You know, I'm kind of seeing a container here. Kind of, that's what I'm seeing. Seeing what happens here. Let's now, I'm gonna just let this kind of loosen up. Do I want some of that Baja Blue? Where's my Baja? There it is. I'm gonna put it on my tray here that I have, the lid to my... just gonna mix it right on the top of my tray, the cover to my alcohol inks. And I'm just gonna bring that Baja in over here. And it's starting to come together. I really like this really dark saturation of the ember. So I might push, there's ember. Let's just do a bit more there. And let's do some more crimson. like that. And it's all gonna disperse and do its thing. Okay, let's get my quill. Oops, touching it over here and my hands are all dirty. Okay, so this is a little bit weird through here. And again, my hands are filthy and I'm getting my painting all dirty. Okay. And something in there. Some bright yellow might be too bright. Butterscotch. Put a big bloom there. I just have such a huge puddle right here. Okay. yeah, I think what I want is another one of these butterscotches here. I got to figure out which flower I want up front. Okay. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so it's kind of doing its own thing. This is getting a little weird right here. Okay. Let's blend these two. Okay, what's going to happen? I'm not sure. I'm not going to overwork it. I want to break that up a little bit. Okay, and then I have some dirty something here. I'm just going to go in just right here. I'm really liking this flower. This is looking a little confused right there. So that means I just got to keep working. And then there almost looks like there's another flower right here. Okay, so I think what needs to happen here is I need to get some of that green. So my eye is trailing with the green. Just breaking up this pigment right here in the center. Okay, That's one flower. There's one over here. Okay. And this is lost. This needs help. It's going to do the same thing. It's just growing and growing and growing. And I think what I want to do here, I'm removing that right there. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what this is. And it just looks like, kind of looks weird. So I'm going to break this up. I'm not sure about that orange. This might have to change to a different color. But we'll keep that there for right now. Because I could bring in some of that Baja blue again. Okay, I'll let that do its thing. I'm gonna go in and do okay. And we need to work on the center of this one. think it needs color. I think it needs something. It's coming off really, does it need a little ember? Wait, I have this dark brown here. Not even sure what it is. It's just a mixture of stuff. Yeah, just mix a little bit of Baja with it. Still not 100%. This is the ember. Do I dare? Okay, that sits and marinate. And this looks like there's a center right in there. Let that do its thing. This one's over here is a little bit lost. Okay, so I like what's happened. This nice crisp ring is going around that, so I'm gonna kind of putting some veins in, keeping it really loose, and now we'll go in and okay. It's looking a little bit weird right there. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare? And it's looking a little weird there. This is not, this flower is not 100%. Dang it. It is what it is. I don't like how I worked into that. I'm going to loosen it up just ever so like that. I'm trying to create the eye is traveling. Does it need just a little bit right here? Just that little bit. Let it travel. This is going to get real weird right here. He's growing up into the hem. I don't want that to happen. And this one. And just something going on there, and then this one is a little bit weird right here. This gets scary. Okay, that's better. That's cool. That's cool. There's like something, like a little something forming here, which is kind of cool. Okay, this one, let's make that a leaf. Okay, so I believe that's my alcohol ink for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this demonstration. If you liked what you watched today, please like the video, comment, and share. Let everybody know about where you learned about painting with alcohol inks here today, and make sure you subscribe most of all. And if you hit the notification bell, that will let you know when I drop new videos. Okay, you guys, stay safe out there, stay well, and God bless. Bye for now.